All right, guys, welcome back to Off the Dome, always hosted by your boy Chef. And today we're gonna be talking about Drake's influence on the quality control label, and without Drake, would these quality control artists exist? And I will be doing a greater video on Drake in the future. But I don't want to say Drake is responsible for everyone's career, but it is kind of weird how OVO sound. He hasn't really produced anyone really, like Party Next Door. His chance to be the next big R&B star is fading every year. He never made that much of an impact as he should have, but he had a couple decent albums and a couple singles that went gold and platinum. Coincidentally, they're the ones with Drake featured on it. Same thing with I Love McConan. His only hit, basically, until this year when he had that one with Lil Peep using his name. But Tuesday, Drake the remix. You have you have Baka Not Nice. He almost had The Weeknd, but The Weeknd was smart enough not to do it. So yeah, Magic Jordan, he featured him on Just Hold On, We're Going Home. So that's another example of him using someone, but not quite elevating their career. But the onus is not always on Drake. It's on the artist and it's on the promotion. And he's a sub-label sponsored by Warner Brothers, so maybe they didn't want to promote them guys like that. Who knows? But we're here to talk about QC. First up, we're going to talk about the Migos. I'm going to put a no for this one. I don't think that he is totally responsible for the Migos' success. But I do credit about 30% of that to Drake. The Versace remix was something that helped them get on the charts. But however, they already had a bunch of mixtapes, about 3 of them. They were already known in the South. I think we want to listen to Migos regardless. Fight Night and all those other songs were going to be club songs regardless. They already had the ear for the public in the South. I'm from Virginia. I've heard them a lot. Everybody was singing the verses. We were singing Emmett Smith. We were singing Malasada. We were singing all that in high school. So I think if Drake didn't do the Versace remix, I think we would have been singing the other shit because it was just popular at the time. Young Thug, them. It was a lot of people doing triplet flows and singing and crooning. So I think the Migos was still blown up. Bad and Bougie still would have happened. I don't see how it wouldn't happen. And now I think about Drake is known for the Versace song and Walk Like I Talk It. He doesn't have many other songs with the Migos that are well known. So in that regard, I will not give him complete credit for the Migos, but I will give him 1/3 of the credit because Versace was one of their biggest pop moments, like when they get more recognition. Next one, go to Lil Yachty. Man, no, I can't spot you a time where I've heard of Lil Yachty because of Drake. I can't think of any huge feature. I know they had that back and forth with the Yacht Club and him and Juice WRLD making a joke about Drake. He shout out Lil Yachty on both with Gucci Mane. But that was the end of 2016 when Lil Yachty already had one night and all that stuff blew up. So I can't give him credit for that one. Next, we got the City Girls. And I'm going to give Drake a whole lot of credit for this. That In My Feelings challenge with the City Girls, even though it was uncredited, in the middle of that song, I admit it, that song would have been a top 10 hit. It wouldn't have went number 1 without the City Girls. I think that City Girls challenge and the Shiggy challenge is the main reason why that song's number 1. I think instead the Michael Jackson track or Mob Ties would have been his next big hit instead of In My Feelings, if In My Feelings they have all the novelty to it. But since In My Feelings, they have the novelty to it, and mainly because of the City Girls, that's the only part of the song where it comes alive before Lil Wayne's Lollipop and the twerk breakdown part. I would give Drake credit for that. He really put them on. And they released Girl Code a month after In My Feelings got released. Girl Code is still on the charts now. It's in between the 50s and the 80s, the Hot 100. It's a decent debut album. They have Act Up, of course, and Twerk later on. So that Drake feature really put these girls on the map. It really helped them establish themselves, and it really gave people a worldwide ear to them. I didn't know who the hell they were before that. I know they had a couple 100,000 subscribers on followers on Instagram. They had a couple challenges out, but the In My Feelings with them, and plus the JT Money, jail controversy, the Free JT hashtag, that really helped their careers out too, helped them get more notoriety. But the In My Feelings, without their verse In My Feelings, I think that year they would still have a decent year this year, but it wouldn't have been as popular as it is. Act Up wouldn't have been as big as it is. Twerk probably would have got some Cardi B's in it, but I just think In My Feelings really kind of put them on that it gave them like a step so they could walk up the steps and get on the second floor, if you want to say that. Next up, you got your boy, Lil Baby. I credit Drake all of his success. I would give him all the success. And the reason why I say not Gunna is because Gunna is a huge influence. He taught Lil Baby how to rap. Let's be honest. Lil Baby sells more than Gunna. Lil Baby has more commercial like hits than Gunna. I think Lil Baby around longer than Gunna. But that Yes Indeed track, that was really something that helped Lil Baby out. Because My Dog was a decent single the year before it went gold. It had a couple of memes to it. It was a decent club single. But when he released Yes Indeed with Drake, that song instantly popped. Second week on the charts, top 10 hit. It stayed around all the summer, most of the fall. It was on the charts for like 34 weeks or whatnot. 3 times platinum, one of the best-selling singles of last year. That song alone, them screams from that song helped his album become gold. So I can't think of, and no other single off that album, Harder Than Ever, really live up to that expectation. And I think without Yes Indeed, Drip Too Hard, that album, Drip Harder wouldn't have done as well as it did. It would have did decently, but Drip Too Hard wouldn't have been as big as a single. And that's because, everybody already got exposed to Lil Baby that summer. So you have to give Drake at least 80 or 90% credit for that. And QC, they're smart for letting his relationship with QC has always been a good one. He's slowly but surely elevated majority of the current popular artists on that roster. He's helped all of them out. Giving Quavo the guest spot on Portland, one of Quavo's first features of 2017, when he was breaking out, becoming, one of the mainstays of the Migos, doing all those features that year. That feature on Portland really helped him out. Of course, I'm the One with DJ Khaled later on was the one that put him over the top. But Portland was a decent start. So, yes, I give Drake credit for quality controls, popularity, and, that artists having somewhat of a platform to go and do better and greater things. He's not responsible for all of it. But I give him a decent amount of credit for what has transpired. And that's about it, guys. It's just it. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you think Drake is responsible for most of QC's success, or do you think that it would have happened either way without Drake? I personally do believe it would have happened for a couple of them, like I named. But I think the City Girls and Lil Baby definitely, no, they wouldn't have been forgotten or whatnot. But I think without Drake's help, these guys wouldn't have had an awesome 2018, 2019 like they did have. So, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Chef from Off the Dome, about to get hit by a car. See you later, guys.